So before I talk about Jimmy Kimmel and take this vote here, take this call here. I got to tell you. So this is a very quick story, right? And I know they're listening. So I told you I went to Riverdale High School in the Bronx, New York, a private school, and it was the greatest experience of my life. I met some friends, many friends. It was a small private school, so you knew everybody, right? My friends Brian, Paul, Ned, Eric Yeaman, and many others, but those four I got to see when I went up to Eric's surprise 60th birthday party last fall. So I got reintroduced to some of the oldest friends I've had in my life, and these guys are just straight good men, right? They were good fellas, good young men. And now there's continuing to be great men, right? And so we've all reconnected, and so I'm in a text thread, and they know I'm a Celtic fan, right? Boston Celtic fan. They're all Knicks fans because we're all from New York. And so I was rooting for the Hawks because, one, I live here, and it's exciting for the city, but also because I needed the Hawks to move the Knicks out the way so it makes it an easier path to the NBA Finals for the Celtics, right? Well, Ned texted me over the weekend. He's got great seats at the Garden for the New York Knicks. And he says, hey, when we get past the Hawks, we'll play the Celtics in the second round. Get your way up here and go to the game with me. Go to a Knicks Celtic game. And his only caveat was I couldn't wear any Celtics gear, but I'll negotiate that on the back end. So I got to tell you, this is game 5 tonight. And I'm going for the Knicks. I'm the biggest Knicks fan right now because I want to see the Knicks and the Celtics in Madison Square Garden. I've been to one playoff game in the Garden, and that was Knicks-Philly about 30 years ago. So I'm rooting for the Knicks to win Game 5 and Game 6 so they can get back up to New York. So I'm the biggest Knicks fan, thanks to Ned, my brother Ned. Go Knicks! I'm such a self-serving troll, right, Colby? So let's go to Ellis really quickly, and then we'll talk about Jimmy Kimmel. Go ahead, Ellis.
Hey, Shelly, you are the man, I'm telling you, and it makes them so upset when the Atlanta Hawks beat any of them teams. That what drives them the most crazy, but don't get too hung up on the Hawks because you'll always be disappointed.
I hear you. Well, go ahead. What's your comment on early voting, Ellis?
Well, I'm just saying I early voted, and I did it in Fulton County day one.
Uh-huh.
And I did it for the Republicans, and I had a malfunction with my Dominion voting machine.
What happened with your Dominion voting machine, Ellis?
After I cast my ballot and made all my selections, I went to print. It's different in Georgia because you got to print your ballot, which is double-sided. It has a QR code. You scan it then, and it refused to print.
Oh, so you just had a problem with the printer, and then it finally printed, didn't it?
No, I had to call the supervisor to come and change machines and then recast my ballot for the second time.
And it all worked, right?
Well, the second time it did, but it was just a little fishy that was happening in Fulton County.
Right. Yeah. So do you work in an office, Ellis?
Do I work in an office?
Yeah, you ever worked in an office?
Yeah, I hated it.
Yeah, so I work here. I print my stories out every night, and every now and then I go to print something. I go to the printer, and it will say it won't say out of paper, and I'll say, "Oh, where's my printing stuff?" And I'll have to lift the machine up, turn it on and off, and restart it, and all my stuff comes shooting out. So things happen.
But I
don't think it's fishy.
I just started getting this this Fulton County nonsense in real life.
Because you already had it in your head, Ellis. Let me go. Great call. Thank you, brother. You already had it in your head. That's why. And when it proved to be correct, yes, the problem with the printer. 404-872-0750, 1-800. But you did cast your ballot, Ellis. You did see your votes, and it did go through. So that's the key. Your votes were cast. So I want to talk about Jimmy Kimmel really quickly, my friend. So Jimmy Kimmel. So first of all, let's understand. Jimmy Kimmel made this comment. Basically, he he basically, essentially, he said, you have the face of, what did he say? You have the face of a woman. Oh, of course, our First Lady Melania is here. Look at her, so beautiful, Mrs. Trump. You have the glow of an expected widow. Right now, under normal circumstances, had this guy not tried to shoot up the place on Saturday night, that would have flown. No one would have heard about it. No one would have cared, right? Bad timing, bad joke. Wasn't even, I mean, kind of funny if all things being equal, it's kind of funny. Her husband is older than she is. He could have made the same joke about any older man, younger woman relationship, right? He is closer to the end than the beginning, right? I am too. I'm closer to the end than the beginning. Someone can make that joke about me when I was engaged to a younger woman, right? I mean, as a matter of fact, when I was married, my wife, when I was married, was younger than me, and I had a friend who used to always joke, not joke, he was serious and joking. He would tell her, make sure, yeah, you got an insurance policy on Shelly, make sure you take one out on Shelly, because he's older than you. We all would laugh. He was half serious, half fun. We'd all laugh. But the joke landed badly because of what happened. I don't think the man should be fired because it's a joke. Yes, what happened. But we didn't know it was going to happen, nor did he, and he didn't tell a joke after it happened. He told a joke before it happened, not knowing it was going to happen. I think we get we're all too wound up, I think. And we're all looking for that moment. And it's not just I get why a Burt Jones or a Rick Jackson or Chris Carr or a Brad Raffensperger would look for that moment, right? Oh, gotcha. Because they're running against each other. They're literally running a race against each other. So if one says something wrong or one is recorded saying something, that's the game. But as regular people, like, we're just playing gotcha against everybody. AOC says something 11 instead of 2, and, oh, yeah, she's a dummy. I'm like, really? This is what we're doing now? And it's not, I used to think it's only during elections that this happened, but no, this is happening every single day. And it's I don't have another word for it except to say it's childish. You know what I mean? Like, everybody knows that this joke that Jimmy Kimmel told wasn't the worst thing ever. Oh my God. No, it wasn't. You know it wasn't. But in order to be part of the club or whatever, you have to do that. And on the left, it's the same thing. Donald Trump says something. I remember when he said these SOBs talking about the kneeling football players. Oh my God, he's calling football players' mothers the B word. Like, really? Like, is this what we're doing now? It's just silly. Now, yes, for me, on the radio, it gives me content. But it's silly content. Like, I shouldn't have to come on the radio and have to talk about what Jimmy Kimmel said is a nothing burger. You should already know that. But so many people, it's just, oh, did you hear? Oh, let's boycott. Boycott is advertised. I'm just like, really? You going to do all of that for a comedian? Not a politician. This guy has nothing to do with our personal lives. He has no weight, no bearing, no nothing on our personal lives. He doesn't write laws. He doesn't pass votes. He doesn't cast votes. Just a comedian. Probably not a very good one. I've never really watched the show because I'm not a late night show fan. Not since Letterman's gone. Not since Johnny. Not since Arsenio. I haven't watched late night probably in 30 years. Not because it's probably my lifestyle changed. But I'm not a late night talk show fan. I've heard some funny jokes by him, not so funny jokes by him, mostly not so funny. But it's not the end of the world. And everybody knows it's not the end of the world. But we're trained. Like a bunch of Pavlovian dogs, we're all trained, right and left. We got to get mad. We got to get mad. We got to get mad. Got to get mad at Shelley when he disagrees with Trump. Got to get mad at the left when they say something. Got to get mad at the right. Got to get mad at the rhinos. Got to get mad at the Patriots. Got to get mad. So everybody's mad. And it could be because of the Gallup poll that I read to you, people feeling unsure. But I don't think it is. I used to think it is, but it's not really that. It's just that everybody's upset. And it's for silly reasons. You're not upset gas prices are going up. That's short pain for long-term gain, but you're mad at Jimmy Kimmel. Make it make sense. We'll be right back. 404-872-0750, 1-800-WSB Talk.